Thinking that with you I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. Cause you spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a number one fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Dance, I'm like that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your chauffeur. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown, popping these bottles, watching they go. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Stop the rock.
Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop.
Shake my paranoia,
Can't stop the rock.
shake my paranoia,
Can't stop the rock.
shake my paranoia,
Can't stop the rock.
shake my paranoia,
Can't stop the rock. You can't
shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. Into the groove. Rock, rock, rock.
stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop
down, baby.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Motion.
Nix to the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. You talk about this Washington defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's 3rd and 7. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Nix once more. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down at all.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Down the numbers. There he goes. down. Tank Bigsby hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's tough to play zone defense where they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
37.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else.
Captain. Joe. Hey, Sean, let's go! Bombers.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a 1-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hicks. And he comes back with one complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Quickly to Addison here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
18 Cardinals, 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go now. Drop 6, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Daniels looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go street. Crackle 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the gun, Bigsby. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This to McLaurin out of the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To throw is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Street, Cougar 19.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
A run here with Bigsby. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They run forward with Bigsby. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw from his end zone. Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
If you're going to blitz. Likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On play action, here's Nix. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play.
Looks like they'll move things around here. Now it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. This one complete to Nico Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Nix looking to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Nix from the shotgun. 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Set.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Tag. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Broncos' 17-yard line.
18.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Come on. Hit. 19, Tiger, 19.
Bigsby once more. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Viking, 18. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. This will be caught at about the 6. They're able to hold it to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
19, Tiger.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Daniels going to throw for it. Toward the pylon, caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Nix to the air. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Lane. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Pass to 60, pass to 60. Go! Go!
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Here's Bigsby. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready? Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hey, Sean, let's go!
To throw, here's Nix. Going right side here, that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll change things up. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Go, go. Captain.
2nd and 14. It's caught. Touchdown Broncos. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Tag. Ready.
20. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Tank Bigsby with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try to run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
19, Broncos 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Daniels. And he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
They do. That's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Check, 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 check. 19, 18.
This is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw a spot, an opening, and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
On the
From
jump.
the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5.
Hurt. 76. Hurt.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 141 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking it.
Oh, wide open, complete. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score. Commanders 46, Broncos 7.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Bombers. To the right, yeah.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
1st down, Broncos.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They work now on 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. But that's a big risk to run there.
The fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there. Those old days brother-in-law on that play, where you kind of know what they're doing. They're going to, spike the ball and the play's dead. Everyone just kind of relaxes. Those are gone, aren't they? Because now they're faking it and completing passes downfield. They make you look bad, and they hurt you in the yardage category, too.
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, where you kind of do it together, like, you know what I'm going to do, I know what you're going to do, and you just hang out.
Can I steal that one?
Yeah, you can have that one.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.